Hey everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpledone. What matters? Well, I think I've come up with two answers to that question. And one answer kind of dovetails or comes in on top of the other. The first thing, what matters? What matters to somebody is that their sense of normalcy, what they want, how they want it, what they like, how they like it, is maintained. For example, it gets cold outside, so what matters is that when you go in the house it's warm. So that might mean taking care of the furnace or chopping wood, splitting wood, and tending to the wood stove. What matters is staying warm, so you put on a cap to keep your head warm and a nice warm sweater or jacket. So that's what matters. And what I mean by sense of normalcy is that's what you normally expect. You expect things to work. You expect things to be normal. And if they're not normal, then that's what you try and make things normal, because that's what matters to you. And so sometimes what matters becomes situational. The old, well, what matters? If somebody goes, well, it depends. Well, they're right. Because so long as I'm warm, staying warm doesn't matter. It's not an issue. I can be focused on something else. So once again, what matters is that my environment, my world, my area is to my liking, and things are working the way I think they should work. I turn the key in the truck and it starts. That's what I expect. And if it doesn't, then I have to do something so that does happen. So that's part one. Now part two kind of stacks on part one, is what matters, what really matters to you is that which compels you to take action. So for example, if that truck doesn't start and I don't do anything to fix it, then it doesn't matter to me. But if that truck doesn't start and then I go in the garage and drag out the toolkit and lift up the hood and start seeing what's wrong, bring out the testing gear, start checking the battery and the spark plugs and all those different parts that are part of the starting charging system, and then I fix it, see, that mattered. I took action. So it's basically a simple thing to see what matters to you. That which compels you to take action. Because, you know, if the grass gets tall and I don't really care about the grass, then it just keeps growing. But if I say, you know what, that could be a fire hazard, or that could be a breeding ground for mice and rats and snakes and whatever, I better go hop on the John Deere and cut that grass down. See, that compelled me to take action, so that's something that matters to me. So I think those are the answers to the question of what matters, or at least two answers. I really like some of the responses that people have shared, and I appreciate you sharing part of your life, something that could be personal, with me and, you know, with the rest of the viewers. It's still something that's very interesting, though, what matters, because you wonder about people sometimes, because it seems like we humans think what matters to us personally should matter to everybody, but that's not always the case. I mean, people say health matters, but Are they compelled to exercise on a regular recurring basis? Are they compelled to eat the right foods? Or do they just pay it lip service? Maybe for the new year, you can take a good, close, hard look at what you're doing, how you spend your time. And you might, if you make a list, you might go, wow, I'm doing a lot of stuff I really don't need to do. And I'm taking away time that I could be using or spending on things that I really should be doing. So what matters is more about what you do than it is about what you say. Some people, it matters that they ride around in a really shiny, clean car. They're out there once or twice a week, hosing it off, washing it down, waxing it, vacuuming it. Me, it don't matter to me. I take it through the car wash maybe once or twice a year to get the salt off of it so it doesn't rust. But on a regular recurring basis, it's just like my t-shirts. That's why I'm the rumpled one. Doesn't matter if they're ironed. I'm not going to waste my time ironing shirts. But to some people it matters, like my friend Mr. Smooth, who I haven't heard from in forever. Yeah, what matters? Very interesting topic. So, I hope for your 2013 that you spend time on what matters to you and you're successful at it. So, Happy New Year, and here's to 2013.